Rutherford Issues with Brian Barrett on FM 101.9 and AM 1450 Murfreesboro, FM 100.5 Smyrna. Listen and watch at WGNSradio.com.
And we're back on Rutherford Issues, powered by Middle Tennessee Electric. Manage your power on the go with the MyMTE app. Whether you're tracking energy or paying your bill, it makes sense to do it the easy way. They've been putting it all on the line since, 1936 at Middle Tennessee Electric. Lee Colvin is not that old, but you've been putting it all on the line for Edward Jones for a long time, Lee.
We have definitely enjoyed it, Brian. How are you doing today, buddy?
I'm doing well. Hope you are.
Oh, we are having a great time. Absolutely.
Well,
we are, and we actually today we're bringing a few quick ideas, depending on the amount of time you have, for some estate planning myths that could cost your family. So I wanted to bring these to you for as long as we have available today.
All right. Well, let's talk a little bit about it. Maybe let's just go with a teacher, 30 years, mother of 3, passes away at age 58. Leaves behind maybe a modest home, a retirement account, some family heirlooms, but no estate plan. Her children, I mean, that's kind of a tough situation to be thrown into at that point, isn't it?
Definitely. Because with that situation, always, your children are going to be grieving. They're going to find themselves navigating a very confusing probate process, possibly. There are times where they may be disagreeing with one another about when to sell the home and consider who gets, maybe grandmother's ring or some other assets.
Yeah.
So I appreciate you just throwing ideas at me here.
Well, we said modest home, maybe a retirement account. So, not necessarily wealthy by those measures, maybe in this particular instance, but lack of planning is really going to be hard on the surviving family members like we just mentioned.
Definitely. And, that's why today I wanted to bring some myths that really can lead to costly mistakes and some unintended outcomes if not prioritized.
Yeah.
Correctly.
Well, you shared a few, so let's talk about one, that estate planning is only for the wealthy. This is myth number 1. So what can you tell us about that?
So, Brian, with that, the desire to make things easier for loved ones has nothing to do with net worth. Formally documenting your wishes can reduce the burden on family members and can give you control of what happens. So without a plan, your state's laws will decide how your estate is handled, and you may not like what those laws say. So we would definitely say formally document your wishes, put an estate plan in place, make sure that you and your family are taken care of.
Another thing to look at, and a lot of a myth that I think maybe some people believe, having a will is all you need. What do you think about that?
While a will is extremely important, it only takes effect after death, Brian, right? So that means that it offers no protection if you become incapacitated and cannot make decisions for yourself while still alive. So it does, however, that will allow you to name legal guardians for dependent children. But the foundation of most estate plans includes more than just the will. It does include a will, which directs asset distribution, but also a financial power of attorney for financial decisions, a healthcare power of attorney for medical decisions and a medical directive to share your end-of-life wishes with. And while not everyone needs a trust, there are several that allow you to make special provisions, such as for a minor child or a special needs family member, maybe even a cherished pet that you might consider in your legal documents and plans. So consulting with a financial advisor as well as an estate planning attorney can help determine the right combination based on your situation.
Lee, let's tackle one more myth out there about equal distribution. You know, this child gets half and this child gets half if there are two or whatnot. I guess that's what we're talking about, equal distribution, that it's always the fair thing, right? That's a myth.
Oh, definitely. You know, it's likely that the individuals in your estate plan, especially if they are adult children, have different family and financial situations. You may have one child who's extremely successful financially while another is struggling. Or you may have assets such as a house or ownership of a family business that are more suitable for one beneficiary than another. It's important to consider any unique circumstances as you develop your estate plan.
Well, one final quick note here.
They're not all equal.
Yeah. And one other thing to look at, you know, I think sometimes we have this mindset of set it and forget it, you know, but maybe 30 years go by in between. So this is something that you'll want to keep on top of in terms of an estate plan, right?
It is. You know, you'll want to review your estate plan every few years or when a major life event occurs. Life is full of changes such as marriage, divorce, new children, relocations, and they will likely impact your goals. Reviewing your plan helps keep everything aligned with your wishes and serves as a reminder to keep your beneficiaries on all your assets up to date.
Well, just in our brief time here today, I think we see that it's clear that estate planning is about helping to make sure that your voice, even if you're not here at that point, is heard and that your loved ones are cared for and that you don't put an extra burden on top of them, no matter what the future holds. And you did mention that consulting a financial advisor and probably others in all of this, but a financial advisor being part of that, if someone needs to maybe update their estate plan or just update their financial situation or take a look at that, I'm sure you or one of the great Edward Jones financial advisors here in the area would be willing to help.
Brian, you know, we're always here and definitely want to help. Folks can reach out to us by calling my office at 615-907-7056. Again, that's 615-907-7056. Or you can always stop by our office at 1715-J South Rutherford Boulevard. We'd love to talk, find out your situation, find out your needs, and find the right advisor locally to help you, whether it may be our office or it may be another local office with Edward Jones here in our community.
That -J, okay, think Public Shopping Center, South Rutherford Boulevard, just down from Black Fox, right there where Manchester Highway is. So that's where you'll find the offices of Lee Colvin. I hope you had a good Memorial Day too, Brent. I didn't even get a chance to talk to you about that.
I know it. It was wonderful. It was great to keep in memory all those who we've lost, and say thank you again to all those that are still actively protecting us daily, and say some special prayers with those who have lost a loved one who have sacrificed for us. So it was a very emotional weekend and time, as always, but very rewarding as well. So we're glad to have been able to celebrate this past weekend.
All right, Lee, we'll talk to you here in a couple of weeks, friend. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much, Brian. Hope you have a great day.
You too. That's Edward Jones financial advisor Lee Colvin joining us on the show today. That's going to wrap it up. And until next time, take care out there.